Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog, nice, coming at you with the Marvel Legends, the Infinity Saga Avengers Endgame movie. Alright, unless you've been under a rock, you've seen Avengers Infinity War, you've seen Avengers Endgame at least 20 times a piece by now. So this is a version of Tony Stark, Iron Man, Mark 85 Iron Man, and his look from the final climactic battle of Avengers Endgame. And out of the package, he comes with the Tony Stark Infinity Gauntlet and the battle damaged head. So that's what you see here. Let's go ahead and backtrack through his accessories. I mean, technically we're moving forward, but again, this is how he came straight out of the package. And let it be known, this is a new sort of head neck peg. The neck detaches from the upper torso, but the head can detach from the neck. So maybe you can just utilize the head by itself with a sort of traditional swap. I know that's what a lot of people were fearing, that you couldn't do that. Let's see. Okay, cool. You definitely can remove the head from the ball peg. So hopefully this head can swap on other bodies. Okay, yes, success. So they didn't totally screw this up. So that's cool. You can have a battle damage sort of drunken in the gutter Tony Stark on a suited body if you want. This is the Logan body from the Logan and Professor X 2-pack, but he is also packed in with a normal head sculpt, the whole head neck combo. So you pop the entire head and neck into the upper torso here, and again the head can be removed from the neck peg, and that gives you an option for a non-battle damage head sculpt on a suited body or any other body you want to use for MCU Tony Stark. And then you can swap off the left sort of open cupped hand and the right snapping hand and put on two fists. He's packed in with two fists, and obviously he has a completely helmeted head. Again, the head and neck combo here, this all looks good. And then he's also packed in with a couple of open hands with the fingers spread. These have two peg holes right in the center of each palm, because you can also plug in two more of his accessories, repulsor blast, like so. No problem swapping out any of the hands or plugging in these repulsor blasts, although I do wish they actually plugged in a little deeper. I think the peg hole could have been a little deeper, but that's a minor issue. He's also packed in with this blade accessory, which you can fit into the left hand that is open and cupped. You know, the Mark 85 had quite a bit of surprises in terms of weaponry and different innovative and intricate weapons that could be formed. So this was a nice addition, but it wouldn't be a good armor without some defensive capabilities. So he was packed in with this shield as well. We saw him utilize this in the movie, and you can see it's sort of like a translucent blue here. I hope I have it right side up. I hope it's not upside down. Maybe it goes the other way, who knows. But there's a little clip and you can clip it onto his forearm on either arm. And that was everything packed in with Iron Man. Pretty typical articulation for a male Marvel Legends figure or a Iron Man figure. So we're going to skip over the articulation and move on to Thanos. So like Iron Man out of the package, Thanos comes in his sort of final battle look, and I mean final because this is him at the very end when he is defeated. You see he has the Infinity Gauntlet on, but there are no stones in the gauntlet. This is when Iron Man tricked him, obviously, and he got dusted. So you see some dust on the front of his armor, and it looks like his head is slowly fading away. Pause. But you do have a couple of more options for Thanos, including a helmeted head with a sort of snarling, angry look on the face, as well as a head with a more serious sort of neutral look. And I like this. This looks good. And finally, he is packed in with his double-bladed weapon here. This is a more updated, more movie-accurate version, because the first one we got in that Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure was just not accurate. In fact, I've joked plenty of times, I don't know how many Thanos figures they've given us over the past 5, 6, 7 years, but you are finally able to kind of make a movie accurate version for Marvel Legends and swap some things here with the other one. Let's see if I could do that. Yeah, there we go. So on the far left, I think was the first Thanos Build-A-Figure we got. I'm not 100% sure. I guess that was from Avengers Infinity War. And that color was all crazy. Then we got an Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, and then on the far right is the Thanos that came in the 3-pack. And I'm pretty sure you can take the Infinity Gauntlet off of the one on the far right and have him without any gauntlet. I don't know. You could do some mixing and matching here. It took them a while to kind of get this right. I think this newer Thanos, his hand fist with the sort of Stark Tech Infinity Gauntlet, looks a little on the small side. And you can definitely remove the gauntlet from this newer 2-pack Thanos's right arm, but there is kind of like a gaping hole on his forearm. I put the hand from the other Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, I popped that onto the forearm there. I was trying to see if I could pull out the entire upper arm from the shoulder and just swap the arms, but the armors are not really exactly matching up. so I don't know what to do here. Let me see. Yeah, there's a look at the arm from the armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, and you can see how those differ. Yeah, I don't know, the armors don't really match up, so I wanted to maybe pop the arm off from the bend of the elbow on the armored Thanos Build-A-Figure and then just try to swap that onto this newer 2-pack version, but feeling a little weary about doing that. And again, the armors don't really match up exactly, so I guess I'll figure it out when display time comes. But there's that. And real quick, there he is with the updated version of his quote-unquote children. These are the better, more screen accurate painted versions that came in a 5-pack. And there's that. That's a long time coming. Let's get them into a setup and make this whole cipher complete as far as the Thor review, moving into this review with Iron Man and Thanos, and bringing it all together.
That's crispy.